YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here. We're going to be starting a new campaign. I'm actually going to be playing at least one faction from the 4 beginning races here. And as you can see, it's time to get started with some Skaven, yes. We're going to steal all the best stuffs from the New World away from the other factions and get the Vortex from the nasty elf things. So let's get things done. Yeah, I'm going to have to work on my Skaven speak. I'm not all that great at it. We're going to play as Queek Headtaker. He's the more challenging start. Want to give that a try. I've got it on very hard difficulty. Skaven Underworld. So settlements appear to be ruins and must be scouted to reveal Skaven presence. We have to maintain food, and it helps us to get more army abilities, but it also it can help us to avoid bonuses and starvation. Skaven Corruption. It's going to be similar to Chaos Corruption, Vampire Corruption. It says it allows you, so it's detrimental to local public order, but allows me to spawn additional units. So Queek Headtaker steals a percentage of XP earned by other lords. That's interesting. Loyalty -2 for Grey Seer units. That's odd. Okay, so the Lord effects, we get an extra 10 melee attack when fighting against dwarfs and greenskins. We get extra weapon strengths when fighting against dwarfs and greenskins. -50% upkeep for storm vermin and clan rats. That's pretty freaking awesome. And then army ability, we get extra uses for the menace below. We're going to start with a warp fire thrower. That's going to be handy. Some rat ogres and 1 storm vermin with halberds. So that ought to be pretty dang handy. Let's kick off the Queek Headtaker campaign.
Deep under the world, they chitter and plan, watching, waiting. When they emerge, it is a nightmare vision. The Skaven, a ravenous horde of verminous ratmen. They gnaw at the roots of the world like an infected wound. They mean to rule over ruins, for such is the will of their god, the great horned rat. Only the island home of the High Elves has remained unscathed. And at its center is the Great Vortex. A swirling maelstrom that siphons chaos from the world. The Skaven covet its vast power with envious, beady red eyes. The twin-tailed comet is oft seen as an omen, but this time its wake has disturbed the winds of magic. In the secret halls of the Under-Empire, the Council of 13 has gathered. A time to scheme, of opportunity.
I kill dwarf things in Pillar City. No! Clan wars go to Southlands. Hunt for Warpstone. Moors are puppet minion. Pestilence infest Lastria. Yes. But all Warpstone for council plan. Come, scribe slave. Work to do. Comet makes elf things weak. Council wants power of the Vortex. Just as prophecy demands. So it's true. You read markings on the Black Pillar. Then you know we must find the Screaming One. Find out how to control the Vortex. Oh yes, master. But a large tribute of Warpstone will that demon require if we summon him. Return to your assigned clan. Harvest Warpstone. Yes, most precipitous of masters. And flee yourself, your impertinence. Oh, it will be done, your worship.
Alright, telling people to flay themselves. I love the Skaven speak. It's hilarious. Let's see how this campaign goes. I got to play a little bit of Queek campaign when I was at Gamescom in Germany a while back.
Squirt, musk of fear, vermin, for the Headtaker comes before you. I has mission from Council itself. That how important I am. Southlands under attack from elf things. Clan Moors sent to kill elf things and find warpstone. Warpstone essential. Elf things come from Sea Fortress. In time, we take that too. Good base for Queek, maybe. Yes? Fight elf things, kill elf things. More stuff, more heads, more glory for Queek.
Alright, so Queek is definitely high on Warpstone himself. So let's see. Skaven settlements are not ordinarily visible to others, appearing instead as uninhabited ruins. Heroes may scout ruins to see if they are truly abandoned. Skaven factions acquire a stockpile of food, each army consuming an amount of food per turn. Food may be gained from battles, from sacking settlements, and from certain buildings. Skaven Corruption. Spread of Skaven Corruption where they settle, lowering public order over time, but giving additional uses of the menace below. Learn about Skaven here. Okay, well, this is our food levels here. If it goes lower, we start to take penalties, as you can see. If it goes higher, then we get buffs, which is great. Have our first mission here. Build a lair. We get an extra 500. So Warpstone is our ritual resource. You can see we need 350 to get to the first ritual, which is the ritual of dark scrying. Skaven Corruption. Here's our rites. So similar to the High Elves that you saw me play already, they have rites as well. Ooh, sweet, man. We can actually get a Doom Engineer or a Pestilent Scheme Priest. I like. So let's build the lair. Might as well.
What now?
Let's see, we've got 2 Storm Vermin with halberds. That's pretty awesome. The Warp Fire Thrower and our Rat Ogres. Probably the only thing we can do right now. Yeah, our Clan Rats and Skaven Slaves. And remember, we get these guys at extremely low upkeep cost. So we might as well use numbers to our advantage for the time being. Let's throw some more Clan Rats in here and then go squish the elf things. Maybe we should just go squish the elf things and then throw in more Clan Rats. Let's do that. Yeah, we'll squish these elf things and then get more Clan Rats. So we can use some of our food to get more uses of this menace below, but I think 4 uses will be more than enough. It takes a while to regenerate anyway. So let's fight the battle. So a couple things to remember. The Skaven as a whole are going to be ambush battle, huh? Did we get ambushed? I don't think so. Maybe perhaps we ambushed them. That's fantastic if so. Yeah, we've ambushed them. I need to go back and look at the campaign mechanics because apparently there's one that allows us to make an ambush like this. I'm going to put the halberds on this side, and the Storm Vermin have slightly better leadership. So I'm going to put Queek over here with the Clan Rats, and then I'm going to place my Warp Fire Throwers and Clan Rats back on this side with the... Okay, we got 30 seconds before we can call on any... we're going to want Queek to go straight after the Princess. And we'll use our Clan Rats to try and keep the spears busy. And we're going to have to take down all these archers. So let's just do a couple of hard groups to make this easier, and then we'll give fine-tuned orders in a moment. Okay, so you go after the princess. Start chasing some of these bows. Okay, some storm vermin here. Oh man, our storm vermin are getting wrecked. Let's get the rat ogres. Yeah, yeah! Give me some of that warp fire. Woo, that warp fire is some good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Get into these guys will help wreck them. Let's get into the back of this here. Let's get rid of the Lothern Sea Guard. Queek has pinned down the princess and should do pretty good in combat versus the princess. He's anti-infantry, armor piercing. The princess is more of a hybrid unit. Yeah, yeah, our warp fire throwers are burn scalding these elf things. Let them have it. Oh, that is beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, warp fire throwers move up a little bit. Rat ogres. Let's get into the back of this combat. Oh yeah, Queek absolutely decimated the Elven Princess. Check him out, scurrying around. The High Elf Princess units are really cool, not gonna lie, they look awesome. But that just means that they have fancy armor for us to take steal whenever we defeat them in battle. Look at her just like waltzing around in the middle of all the rats. There we go. Man, those warp fire throwers freaking cleaned house. And the filthy elf things got absolutely wrecked. Might have to be careful though. I mean, not that the Skaven would care if we did a lot of friendly fire. I mean, that's actually kind of their thing. But yeah, we'll want to be careful not to really overdo the... Oh, here, let me show you the army ability as well. Watch. You can summon that up pretty much anywhere. Or I say pretty much anywhere. You can summon it up anywhere. So I just called up a bunch of clan rats all over the top of those Lothern Sea Guard. Okay, rat ogres. Only thing I have with decent speed. Okay, so we cleaned up the elf things. And our warp fire throwers picked up 90 kills in a big hurry. Oh man, I can see I'm gonna like the Skaven campaign. I like fancy war machines and specialty units like that, and the Skaven are definitely gonna deliver. Plus, they're like the meat shield faction. Doesn't that like fit perfectly with Patchy and his whole mantra? So we can gain food and leadership.
Yes, yes. Slaves work then.
Let's just go for the food at the moment, because we're going to be able to back up and just replenish in our own lands. Actually, we don't need to back up. We're still in our own lands. Let's get a few more clan rats just to bolster our numbers. We're going to try and, like I said, use the numbers. Let's think here. So, pack leader. So, I mean, we could buff up clan rats, and don't get me wrong, that's going to be pretty good because they're cheap. But, I mean, further on in the campaign, we're probably going to use fancier units. Tail weapons. We could buff up Queek, but Queek is already going to be pretty darn good versus enemy lords. Let's start with Route Marcher and think through this here so we can get more income from looting settlements, which isn't going to hurt. Ambush chances. Speaking of which, I need to look through my stances. Recruitment cost goes down. Untainted. So we can increase corruption. Does that one decrease corruption, I guess? Lightning Strike, Quartermaster, so that takes down upkeep. That would be handy. Mine, all mine, I like it. There's nothing here that speeds up replenishment. Let's see, Rend and Slaughter. Passive ability, Frenzy. Make examples, life is cheap, very cheap. Violent Rise to Power, but we can't get there for a while. Infiltrator, reload time for gutter runners. This one's for warp thrower and poison wind. Gobbardiers. Hang on, globbardiers. Yeah, whatever it is. All right. Well, that's good for now. I think we want to go ahead and recruit them. 2 siege towers per siege item. Okay. Guess it's going to give us a buff. I can't say I entirely understand it. Let's look at our stances here. So we can use the underway, which should be similar to dwarves. We've got this encamp stance. which is similar to everybody else. Raiding, so raiding generates food, and we can generate income from it. Makes us immune to attrition as well, that's kind of cool. Ambush stance, we have to have 25% of our range. March gives us an extra 50% range, and then we've got this stance stalking. Chance of ambushing any enemy army this force attacks. So that's what probably just happened. Interesting. Interesting indeed, I like it. I like it a lot. Let's take a look at the tech tree. So we're gonna have to have some buildings. We have a clan armory or assassin's hideout. Wow, talk about a rat's maze of technology. So we need to start out with either a clan armory or an assassin's hideout. Yes, yes. And that way we can steal all the technologies from our enemies. We need to get some Skaven stuff on my soundboard. If any of y'all come across any Skaven soundboard clips, of course you probably don't have any yet because the game's not out, but you'll have to send that to my email, airtotalwar@gmail.com. By the way, if you want to follow me on Twitter, @airtweets, it'll help you keep up with what's going on in terms of new content and should keep you up to speed. They're going to attack me again. This time it won't be an ambush, but I don't think that they're going to fare any better. We still got our warp fire throwers. I'm going to run those warp fire throwers on the flanks so they can get... I mean, I know it's very unskaven of me to not shoot my own troops, but... yeah, I want to get them to the flank so I can just make maximum use of killing the elf things. Here we go. Let's get a line. Queek right in the center, and he will go for the elf lord. I'm going to run the clan rats on the opposite flanks as the warp fire throwers. Warp fire throwers. Perfect, just like this. Okay, up the hill. 28 seconds, we can start using our Menace Below ability. That is going to be one useful ability throughout this campaign. Let's go ahead and start running Rat Ogres up. Let's get them off in their own group. Same thing with the Warp Fire Throwers. Attack fight. We're going to get wrecked by those archers up on the hill. It is not going to be pretty. But we can do this. That should help keep them busy for a moment. They're firing at my storm vermin, which is a pretty good idea, honestly. There we go, but we got a whole bunch of clan rats right in the middle of their formation. I'm going to run around these. We're going to get back here. Just avoid the elven scum things. There we go.
It shall be done. It shall be done. Take heads. We will obey.
Okay. Finish these guys off first. You're supposed to go around. Okay, the clan rats got a hold of some of those archers first. Yeah, look at these archers over here getting wrecked. Get yourself wrecked. And then Queek's gonna take on the Elven Lord.
Fight them.
Okay, let's move the Warp Fire Throwers up. Rat Ogres have moved on in some Lothern Sea Guard. Alright, fight looks good. Yeah, Queek's taking a little bit of damage, but he's in pretty good shape, all things considered. Use our Warp Fire Throwers again. Back of this group over here. The Rat Ogres. We summoned up more Clan Rats. Warp Fire Throwers absolutely wrecking the Elven Archers. The Archers really needed to focus on the Warp Fire Throwers. Wow. Queek is actually getting his butt handed to him at the moment. I don't really know how. Must have taken damage from a bunch of infantry or something. Warp Fire Throwers, finish those guys off. Rat Ogres, let's get back out over here into the back of these guys. Yeah, Warp Fire Throwers, clean that up. Alright, Queek went ahead and managed to beat down the enemy Lord, though he took way more damage than he should have. He was doing really good, and then just all of a sudden took a ton of damage. Fire it up, boys. Yeah, I kind of wanted you to go ahead and shoot. Wow, those guys look cool. Let's get a look up closer to them. Yeah, definitely looking good. Awesome unit. Check that out, man. All that jittery stuff going around for the Skaven. Gotta love it. Anyway, let's hop out of the battle. These rat ogres are fantastic as well. So Queek Headtaker racking up another victory over the Fortress of Dawn. Decisive victory, nonetheless. Let's keep, I mean, it's only 3% replenishment. Let's tank up on food. Let's build up our food because we get some good buffs from it. There we go. So we've defeated the elves pretty darn well here. Sorry, elf things. And when I say defeated, I mean defeated, slaughtered. I mean, looter and all this other stuff would be kind of cool. Let's maybe go ahead and buff up Queek, since we're not having problems with the elf infantry. I mean, they're not going to be particularly powerful.
Queek.
Let's do an encamp stance. So we'll move up part of the way. Let's set the camera, my faction, fast animation. Okay. Alright. And we're going to go into this encamp stance, replenish a little more so that we can smash the elf things up. We're about to have the Lair done in a couple of turns, and we'll have plenty of elf things to destroy out in front of us here. So Scraghole to Dawn's Light. So that'll be the full province in our favor. Check out this elf thing aqueduct up here. Looks like a new bathtub for my Skaven. I mean, unless someone realized they kind of left some bones in there, it's kind of a good way to taint your water. What do y'all think of Skaven? I'm liking Skaven a lot. I love like all the little mannerisms and the way they talk. The horde type army is a really cool feeling to it as well. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And then that tech tree just being like all crazy and stuff. I really enjoy that.
Slice and gouge.
Slice and gouge. All right, let's attack Silas here and see if we can take care of some unfinished business. Allies from the Fortress of Dawn. This might be one of those outskirt maps where it's like right outside of the settlement. That'd be cool. It'd still be neat, I think better, honestly. Yeah, okay, so it's right outside the settlement. I still think it'd be a little bit better, though, if Creative Assembly made it to where they're... I mean, you can actually use some of the settlement in your defense. Maybe if it went like a little deeper back in, that'd be cool. Like no walls or something, but more of a defensive scenario. But it's definitely better than what they did in Warhammer 1 in terms of having nothing of the sort. We've got quite a few rats on our side here, so we're going to do the same idea. I'm not going to go quite so headlong with Queek this time. Okay, going to start the battle. Okay, the elf things are a little further ahead than what I expected. We should be able to use the menace below to stop some of their archers. I'll go ahead and run my rat ogres up. Get the warp fire thrower working towards the flank. Give an attack order. Let's stay just outside the cone of fire of these high elf archers here with the rat ogres. There we go. Yeah, I want my clan rats to take the initial volleys here. Alright, these clan rats will keep some of these archers busy back there and help my ogres make it in. Keep pushing up. Okay, rat ogres. Get into combat. Let's go attack the princess. And right there. Actually, let's get one attack there, one rear attack there. We're gonna come around here with the storm vermin. Let's get our warp fire throwers up. Okay, rat ogres are doing good. Our summoned clan rats have done well. Let's summon some more clan rats. I can't promise that those summoned clan rats aren't about to be used for a little extra target practice, but that just makes the great horned rat happy, I think. Alright, bring in the warp fire. I got all my clan rats and stuff in here. I don't really want to hit my rat ogres, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. Yeah! I want to see some burned elf things. Let's get some of these guys. How's the fight going overall? Fight's going good. Alright, Queek, warp fire. Get some warp fire thrown there. Alright, I'm gonna take it off of the view. The enemy lord's holding out a little longer than I'd like, but we're about to get some more good warp fire here. Oh man, that warp fire is beautiful. I could get used to Skaven just for this reason. Right now my guys have skittered a little too close to combat here. Just run up more clan rats over there. Warp fire thrower should be good. Let's chase these guys down. Let's get Queek over here to take down the enemy lord. Let's bring some rats over here, and let's run our rat ogres up. Yeah, I'm kind of just taking my time here just because I can. Alright, Queek, let's see you finish off Silas. Let's see you take some heads. There you go, Queek. Show them nasty elf things who's boss. Come on. Get him. Don't let him run away. Look at all the little rats chasing him. I love it. Oh, man. Alright. Cowardly elf things. Alright, we're going to end the battle here. So Queek has successfully defeated the forces at the Fortress of Dawn. Picked up some food, which is great. This has given us extra growth, leadership, public order. All very good things. Get some loot from combat.
I claim this for clan.
What are we spending here? Oh, if we spend food, we can upgrade the settlement when we take it. I don't know that we really need to upgrade it a ton right now, but that is a cool feature. Let's just loot and occupy for now. And we'll repair the port. And we're one turn away from finishing that research. Successful mission. I like how it puts the little Skaven stamp on it there. We picked up 8 warpstone, which is great. We always like warpstone. So the next mission is maintain control of a full province, which we can do by taking the Scrag hole. We get extra money in the treasury as well. We got a ton of money in the treasury. So money is no thing right now. Weapon strength versus lizards. Weapon strength versus dwarves. thick-skinned. I mean, armor is never a bad thing. Can take him up to 15 more armor, which would be pretty darn awesome. I don't know, 8 melee attack for clan rats, but I don't want to use clan rats. I want to use more interesting units as we get down there eventually. So let's work on thick-skinned and go from there. Just get Queek some more armor. Yes, yes. Steal us some better armor. All right, make it better. I like it. So we built the lair. We got our 500 off of that, and Clan Moore's headquarters. That's cool. But we've got our basic buildings here, so we can do the hidden lair, which gives us night runners and night runners with slings. So basically, that's where we can get the assassin and the gutter runners, death runners. I really want the dang doom wheel, but that probably comes from one of these buildings. Hell Pit Abomination, Plague Monks, Catapult, Warlock Engineer, Warp Lightning Cannon, Doom Wheel. Okay, so Doom Wheel comes from this one, which we can't get to yet. We'll keep that in mind. But if we go down this one, so this is Clan Rat Spears, and Clan Rats can be upgraded to give us Clan Rat Spears with shields, and Clan Rats with shields, and then all the way up to Storm Vermin, which we definitely want Storm Vermin, because they're going to be our more solid infantry. And then over here is where we get Warp Fire Thrower and the Poison Wind and Death Glow Bombardiers there. So let's go ahead and just do the standard infantry facilities. Good to know. Just trying to keep an eye on what I should be building. I need to actually go look at their full building tree real quick and make sure I understand it. Those lizard things better keep their distance if they know what's good for them. Ensure that one building has been upgraded to Nest Lair. That's going to be that next one up. Let's go ahead and upgrade this so we can get the rats with shields. That'll help a significant amount. And let's go ahead and do one upgrade here on the lair, and let's get a move on and start moving towards Scraghole.
Mine. No one beats better Queek.
Alright. I think we're ready to end another turn. We're going to quickly work our way through these elves. And then hopefully we can find some stunties to kill as well. Some dwarf things.
Mighty warrior champion.
Yeah, this one's just an auto-resolve. Nothing there to really oppose me. We're just going to occupy, build up our food supply a little. There's some trade resources here, but let's be honest. Who's going to trade with me? Well, there's other clans around that might trade with me.
Come, competitor. What is what? Come.
But I mean, it's not like upkeep's a problem right now. So let's just see. I'm not going to worry about trade goods just yet. There's defenses, and then these other ones down here. So this one does growth and income. This one's income makes things untainted, and this one's income plus public order. Okay, kind of makes sense. They all balance each other. We definitely need some growth. And then let's upgrade this as well. And then we'll be able to upgrade our main chain building eventually. We control the entire province at this point. We probably want to get a couple of extra clan rats just because we can. How long till we can get the ones with shields? One more turn? Well, we'll get the ones with shields later. Let's just get a couple more clan rats to really throw some overwhelming numbers at the elf things. Gonna issue a commandment here. So we can generate extra food at the loss of tax, which I don't like. We can do lower recruitment cost and increased slots, extra growth and minus construction, or we can go up on public order. Public order is pretty awful. But let's worry about growth. We can always put down rebellions. We'll make it work. What kind of garrisons do we get? Clan rats, night runners. The garrisons aren't good, but it'll have to do. Okay, here. Let's see what we can do. So we completed that mission. Issue a commandment. We got another 500. Sign a non-aggression pact with Zlatan. Gifted musicians. We get extra campaign movement range, which is never a bad thing. I don't really want to sign a non-aggression pact, but I'm going to do it because it probably gives me money and warpstone, but apparently they're not interested, and I'm certainly not paying those guys unless it's worth a lot of warpstone. Yeah, it's only 4. Not interested.
Stab, stab, die, die.
Stab, stab, die, die. These guys think they're in a good position, but I'll just build up a bunch of towers, continue the siege.
It's ready. Time for things to die, die.
They're actually not in a good position to defeat me, but we are going to have a rebellion soon, and it'll be back here at our main chain settlement. Hopefully the High Elves will come out to fight me. Yep, perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Let's fight the battle. That guy has quite the name there. Way too many letters. If he had fewer letters in his name, might be in better position. Are those Silver Helms or the Illyrian Reavers? One way or the other, we're going to have to keep our clan rats ready. So they've attacked me. So we're going to take up a nice position here on this hill up in the woods.
Queek Headtaker. It's yours.
Okay. Start the battle. The wimpy elf things are going to have to come to us because they attacked us. Alright, those are Silver Helms. That's a somewhat dangerous cavalry, so we'll keep my eye on that. I say somewhat dangerous, I mean quite dangerous actually. Okay. Let's show the elves our position. Okay, we're gonna move out of the woods. Let's see a good opportunity back here to blob up a bunch of units. Roll forward. Those Silver Helms could certainly do a lot of damage to me on the charge. Ha! Those clan rats. I like how we just threw them like right in their face. I don't know if we got a single kill, but it's doing a good job of keeping the enemy off balance. Okay, this should allow us to get the elves all blobbed up, which just helps our warp lightning, our warp fire throwers. That's a little too much blobbing. Let's spread it out. The Silver Helms. Storm Vermin. See if we can get a shot at the Silver Helms. Okay, one of you come around though. Storm Vermin up and around. Come in from behind. Alright, our Storm Vermin have a good shot there. Don't. We're gonna kill our own guys. Careful. Okay, that's perfect. So we pinned those guys down and got our rat ogres in there. Let's start moving around. Okay, our storm vermin need to get away from that. We're gonna need to use Menace Below to help out a little bit with some of this. Okay, rat ogres. Okay, we're about to get that. Let's get over here. I see a good opportunity right here. Storm Vermin. Perfect. Should be able to tie down a bunch of those archers. Let's get our rat ogres away from these Lothern sea guards and fill in with some of our storm vermin and clan rats. Alright. Okay, Queek, get after the enemy lord. Let's take some of these clan rats and unblob. Okay, let's get these clan rats out and away from here. We are actually losing our storm vermin there. Warp fire thrower, let's change our target. There, that's a better target. Yeah, we're gonna clean up those spears pretty good. Yeah, that worked nice. Storm vermin should clean these guys up. Should be able to pin them down again. Let's get the rat ogres back around. Keep the chase going. Get over there and attack. Clan rats, chase these guys down. Queek, I need you to kill that enemy lord. Okay, let's get the warp lightning thrower up closer. We gotta put a pressure on the archers from this side. Okay, warp lightning. If we can get the warp fire, sorry, not warp lightning. Take those guys out. All right, Queek managed to rout their lord. Let's get these guys moving up. All right, come on up here, Queek. It'd be best if we could kill their lord, but we'll survive. We are out of Menace Below uses, so I can see why you might want to use food to get more of those at this point. Okay, the warp fire thrower is going to actually start paying for itself handsomely here. Clan rats, we got to pressure these archers to keep them off the fire thrower. Okay, right there's your target. Go give chase there, Queek. Get into the back of that. So let's unblob and go give chase to these Lothern Sea Guard. Actually, Queek, come back. No, help finish this up, Queek. While we're thinking of it. Ooh, this is not good. That's not good. Run, 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 run. Let's get some help to my warp fire throwers. Alright, there you go, clan rats. Yeah, this is actually not going great right now. We need to kill the elf thing lord. Let's get our warp fire thrower into position over here. Only got so many clan rats to tie stuff down with at the moment. Queek, you got to get after that lord, buddy. This is a juicy target now that I can't pass up. My rat ogres and storm vermin are getting wrecked. Let's just draw fire and pull them up into the woods a little. Buy time. There we go. I don't know what you're doing, warp fire throwers. Okay, back over here. Queek is going to take down the enemy lord. Crap. The debug camera's a little funny on this game, but there you go. Queek took out the enemy lord. Okay, why are you doing that? Just stand there and fire at will. Quick and an order, and the guys are running forward in an odd manner. Let's get some of these units. Okay, there they go. They finally opened fire. They must have some line of sight issue here. Now you know why we brought so many extra numbers of clan rats. Because when it comes into a more drawn-out battle, the elf things are going to cause us considerably more damage. And I couldn't let them get my warp fire throwers. These guys are going to be way too valuable to give up. You can see the number of kills that they have already. Already rank 3. Alright, let's end the battle. Queek is really good, though, at getting in and taking out enemy lords. And bearing in mind that this is actually on a more difficult setting. So, in any case, hope y'all have been enjoying it so far. We'll keep the campaign rolling. I actually think I'm going to go ahead and call it off here for this episode, and I'll see you on the next one. HeirofCarthage, signing out.